Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 32.7, and today I just wanted to there's a few more things we can kind of do with the OP-1 field and controlling the 404 mk2. For example, if we look at this, maybe, let's see, I'm just trying to find, I don't know, we got this note, for example. If I hold Shift and Shift and 4 and go into Chromatic Mode, we can play it here. Oh, that's right. I gotta remember to go Shift Com and switch over MIDI to MIDI channel 16 for this to work. So now we're gonna be sending notes out from MIDI channel 16 over to the Mark II. And this will allow us to play whatever's loaded up as the one sample in Chromatic. And you can see, I mean, this is probably the lowest note that we can get. But, because if I go play anything outside of this, the range just goes from -12 up to 12. So we've got like about a 2-octave range. But it is nice to have a piano keyboard to be able to play the notes and send them over into Chromatic mode. That said, though, I mean, I would probably rather resample something onto the OP-1 field and play it so you have full access to the keyboard versus doing it on the SP404 mk2. Given that, though, I can certainly see that there might be reasons why you wanted to play something on the 404 mk2 and just have a keyboard. And the thing I would just say to keep in mind is, given this, if you want to have it make sense when you're actually playing the note chromatically on the SP404 mk2, you probably want to make sure you're recording the note as a C note so that when it's being transposed up or down, it will be able to be kept in the same whatever scale and root note that you want as you're playing chromatically. That is not to say that you can't record something that has no tonal value or anything else. I mean, you can put in whatever you want, but if you're trying to make a track that will stay consistently in a key and scale, just make sure that you're sampling at C. Otherwise, it's going to be shifted up or down based on whatever that note is, relatively being pitched up and down versus being at a C note. I had one other thing I was thinking of showing here, and I am completely spacing it. So, oh, I know what it was. The other piece was, it is handy. I don't have any content. I don't have a microphone plugged in right now, but if you do go Shift and go to hit external source, you can get into your effects settings. And a nice other reason why you might want to have access to a keyboard is if you get in here and set it to vocoder, the vocoder can be controlled, Shift and Com. It can be controlled by any device that can send MIDI, but I mean, it is nice to have a decent key bed. So kind of like the OP-1 field, if you set your MIDI channel to MIDI channel 12, we can, and it's just vocoding what the notes I'm actually playing over here. If I turn it off, it's not doing anything, but it's playing this string sound over, and then it's going through the vocoder, which is then being pitched based on the note that I'm playing. I wouldn't probably do that most of the time, but it can be interesting. So anyway, that's all I was gonna show off for using the OP-1 field. I don't know, that maybe something else will come to mind and I'll do another video in the future, but just specifically for using MIDI and sequencing, that's pretty much the scope of what you're going to use the OP-1 field with the SP404 mk2. Anyway, guys, keep making music, keep having fun, and peace.